This right here, this is the Garmin Nuvi 265W. You have to pronounce it that way because it has an umlaut on it. Is that even a real word, a real German word, Nuvi? Or is that just a thing they made up because it sounds kind of like Navi and they gave an excuse to use an umlaut? It's just an excuse to use an umlaut, isn't it? Well, this is, I got to tell you, I'm a Garmin kind of guy. You know, this is actually very similar to the model that I use, and it's really impossible to go wrong if you're in the market for a GPS unit to go with a Garmin. Now, there's lots of really good manufacturers out there, but I mean, if you speak to any Garmin GPS owner, they'll tell you that they love their device because they're so dead simple to operate and they work really well. I mean, they're never going to get you lost. I've completely stopped being lost as I've driven around since I've gotten one of these, and it makes it insanely easy to find everything around you. If you want to find a gas station nearby, you just pull it up on the GPS. If you want to find something to eat, you can pull it up on the GPS. If you want to find parking, or if you want to find parks, or if you want to find museums, they're all inside here just waiting to be found, and they're very easy to navigate to, and I'll show you how to do it in just a moment. This has a 4.3-inch touchscreen. One of the things that sets this one apart from a lot of GPSs is it does have a nice widescreen display, and you'll find even if you have one of the smaller, more square aspect ratios GPSs right now, you'll really love the wider display. It gives you a lot more room for more information, to give you a better idea of where you are. It's just a lot better to have that 4.3-inch widescreen display. It does do text-to-speech, which means it's not just going to tell you to turn left 2 miles ahead. It's going to tell you to turn left on Jefferson Street 2 miles ahead, which is actually a really big help and a giant safety feature, because now you're not trying to count and worry. It just tells you. It says, hey, you're turning left on Jefferson. You can keep your eyes on the road. When you see Jefferson, you turn left. You never even have to look at the screen. It does have Bluetooth built in, so you're going to be able to use this as a Bluetooth telephone adapter, meaning that from this device, you're going to be able to make phone calls and browse your address book right from this touchscreen. So if you have your cell phone in your pocket or in your briefcase or in your purse, you never even have to take it out to make and receive phone calls. You can just use the screen. You just pair this with your phone. You can make you can dial out, you can receive phone calls all through the Bluetooth speakerphone feature on this. Thousands of points of interest are built in here, as I was telling you, the restaurants and the gas and all of that stuff. But it's not just the point of interest points that are built in. You can actually add your own. So let's say you know that down the street from you is a red light camera or a speeding camera, and you want to be reminded every time you're approaching that particular camera. You can program it in. As you're driving by the camera one day, just touch the screen, program that in as a custom point of interest, and every time you get near there, you can program it to say, hey, every time I'm 400 yards away from this thing, I want you to tell me that I'm almost there. So now it's actually going to warn you when you get close to things like red light cameras or speeding cameras, so that you don't never lose your mind again. So you're good. You're all set. It does have the Garmin anti-theft technology built in called Garmin Lock, which is going to make this thing worthless to somebody if they steal it. It includes a PIN code and the ability to lock the device to a specific geographic location. So that means that if somebody steals it, you not only have to enter the PIN code, you have to enter the PIN code at your house. And, you'd have to be quite the brazen criminal to try to pull that one off. It does have a 4-hour battery. It's very thin. It's very small and very portable. You can take this with you wherever you go. If you decide that you need to take this out on the streets of New York, or if your car breaks down, you just want to find something, you can pull it off the mount and carry it with you with absolutely no problem. It's very simple. On the side there, you're going to find an SD slot for adding your extra stuff, and there's also a picture viewer and all that built in, so you can bring your pictures along with you, and a USB port right there on the back. And that's all the connectivity you need to worry about on this device. The software is built in, so once you plug this into your computer, it will automatically prompt you to install the software right off the device. No discs, no muss, no fuss, as they say. It comes along with your mounting equipment right here. Makes it very simple to mount to your windshield. I use this exact same mount on mine. It has never fallen off my windshield. It's perfect, actually, and really, really easy to install as well. Now, let me show you some of this stuff. Let me show you how this works really quick. There's the map view, which is the simple view, which is going to show you where it is you're located. As you can see, we're here in beautiful, sunny South Florida. But when you want to navigate to somewhere, you simply push the Where To button. Giant, big icons on this thing make it really, really easy to navigate. Go Home is the spot you're going to use. You're going to program in your home address, and that's a feature you're going to use more often than you think, actually, because anytime you're somewhere where you're not quite sure where you are or the best way to go home, you just tap the Go Home button, and it routes you right back to your place. You have all of your points of interest located here, and these couldn't be more handy. They're going to get you to the closest gas station, the closest food stop, the closest hotel, the closest movie theater, the closest mall, the closest place to park. It's all in here, and when you decide on a point of interest, it will actually tell you exactly where they are and how far away they are from you. And if you're moving, it will actually give you an arrow right here pointing you in the correct direction so you can quickly choose which of these gas stations you would like to go to when you're running out of fuel and trying to find gas. You can also navigate to to intersections, to favorite locations, city centers. You can browse the map and simply choose a location just by tapping the map to navigate to, and you also have the ability to navigate directly to latitude and longitude coordinates as well. So this is a really, really easy device to use. As I was saying, it also includes some extra stuff like the photo viewer, the Where Am I feature. This is great in emergencies. If you push this button right here, it's going to give you your exact location, elevation, closest address, closest hospital, closest police stations, all right there just by pushing one button. It does have a world clock, picture viewer, calculator, all this extra stuff that could come in handy while you're stuck out on the road is also built in this navigation unit. But real simple to use. Once you use one of these, you're never going to want to go back. As I said, I'm a Garmin guy. Everybody I know who has Garmins loves them, and they'll keep buying them. So if you're in the market, this might be a good one to have a look at because it's a great value. It's got a lot of really good features on it, and you're never going to get lost again. It's the Garmin Nuvi 265WT. To get some more information on the Garmin Nuvi 265WT so you never get lost again, go to any of the retailers you see listed here and type in G145-0236. For Computer TV, I'm Bauer.